Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I will show you the fastest and safest way to create a new material in ANSYS Workbench. And I will also reveal one small setting that many beginners miss, but it can completely affect your simulation accuracy. So let's get started. First, open ANSYS Workbench. On the project schematic, we will locate the engineering data cell. I already get this static structural analysis from the toolbox. And now we go back to the engineering data cell and double click on it. As you can see, by default, we already have a structural steel defined, and down you can find the material properties. This is where ANSYS stores all the materials available for your simulations. Now we have only one material defined. In case you wanted to add one of the material already present inside ANSYS material library, all what you have to do is to go up and click on the engineering data sources, and from the first table you can see there's many libraries already listed, and the most used one is actually the general materials, which is include the linear materials. And you will notice that on the second table there are already many predefined materials like structural steel, aluminum alloy, concrete, copper, and many more. If you are interested in one of these materials and you wanted to add it to your material database, all what you have to do is to choose the material that you want and click on the Add button. Now, as you can see, we have now a book sign next to the Add button, which is mean this material now is in our material database. Let's check this now. I will go back and exit the engineering data and reopen the engineering data again. And as you can see that we have, in addition to the structural steel, we have the aluminum alloy. But today we are gonna to create our own material. So how to create a custom material? In order to do that, all what you have to do is to go there and click on Add Material. A new materials actually appears in the outline, so we have to rename it. So in this example, I'm gonna to rename it Custom Steel, and I will hit Enter. So now the material exists, but it doesn't have any properties yet. So without properties, ANSYS has no idea how this material behaves. And that's what we will add next. So with your material selected, go to the toolbox on the left and first expand the physical properties and expand the linear elastic. Now let's double click on the isotropic elasticity, and you will see that we have now two cells marked in yellow, which is mean that we have to define these two parameters, which they are the Young's modulus and the Poisson ratio for our new material. So now I'm gonna to change my unit to gigapascal and define there a 210, and I'm gonna to tip 0.3 for Poisson ratio. Next, let's add density. So in order to do that, I'm going to click again on the custom steel, and I will find density under the physical properties tab. I will double click on it, and now we have density, and let's give now a value there. So I'm gonna to write 7,850 kilogram per meter cube. Depending in your analysis, you might also need other parameters to be added, yield strength, thermal conductivity, specific heat, coefficient of thermal expansion, or other parameters. All these parameters you will find it on the toolbox to the left side. So the exact properties depend on the type of simulation you are like performing. Like a common mistake that like many do actually is like to forget to change the unit. So in our case here, like after like clicking on the custom steel, like many adding like 210 but forgetting like to change the Pascal to gigapascal. Or at least you have to check always the unit or the correct unit. So now once all your properties are entered, your material is automatically like saved inside the current project. Now we can return to mechanical. So I'm gonna to exit there and select my geometry. I already have imported a geometry, and in the detail panel inside the model I will be able to assign my new custom material. So let's go there. I'm gonna to enter there, like adjust it, and now you click on the geometry, you expand it, and for example let's choose one part, this part for example, and there you can find on the detail under the details and prop material there assignment. From there you can choose it and like choose one of the material that you already like defined, for example custom steel. I will click on it. Now this part is out of custom steel. So your simulation will now use the custom material properties you defined. Now I'm going like to share with you a bonus tip. So if you frequently like use the same custom materials, build your own material library then. So that's way, instead of recreating materials for every project, you can simply import them whenever you need them. So it saves a surprising amount of time, especially if you are working on multiple simulations. So how to do this? All what you have to do is I'm gonna go back to the workbench and the project schematic. You go to the engineering data, and from there you go to file and you export the engineering data and save it in your computer. After saving this, like all this material which already defined, and in the next time you want to like to import it, in order to do that you click on the file and the next like workbench file, click on file and import that file that you already like saved. So like this you can save time, especially when you have like a lot of materials already, which is like already defined. So in this video we learned like how to add a new material, how to select material from the database inside ANSYS, and like how like to save like engineering or already defined material in your computer and load it like later on. If this tutorial helped you, leave a like and let me know in the comment like what ANSYS topic should I cover next. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.